Welcome back to the highly anticipated podcast. I'm your host, Josh Raphael. I got with me two new guests today. Will and Ty are out, but we got ourselves some basketball gurus. I got my boy Julian and my boy Lorenz. How y'all boys doing today?
Chilling, my man. Chilling, my man.
Chilling,
You know what
chilling.
it is.
Y'all excited to be on the pod? We've been this been
It's
in
been
the works for
long,
like a
long
minute.
anticipated game for sure.
Been
Type
plotting
stuff,
on it for
type
a
stuff.
little bit.
Nah, I feel that. I feel that. But yeah, we got an NBA episode today. We haven't really talked about NBA in the past couple of weeks because it's been like NFL, so it's kind of refreshing to be able to talk about like just league stuff. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So we gonna kick it off with this drama that's been going on the whole summer. The Miami Heat, Damian Lillard, Portland Trailblazers. I don't know what's going on over there, but I mean, like I'm gonna start with you, Julian. Like, what do you think the Miami Heat should continue to pursue this, or like what do you think they should do?
I mean, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I feel like people are beginning to forget how good Damian Lillard is, and it's crazy because he's pretty much coming off what I think was his best season. But I mean, especially the price the Heat are probably gonna get him for. I feel like you gotta just, you gotta send whatever Portland wants you to send type of thing to get a player like Dame, especially coming off a finals appearance. Because if they have Dame against the Nuggets, I'm not saying the Heat are gonna win, but the series is not gonna be a sweep. I'll tell you that much for sure.
About you, Lorenz, what you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm with Jay on that. I feel like realistically, bro. I remember like the way I would compare it to is like you remember AD with the Lakers. It's like I feel like when you have that window, especially like Jay said, coming off a finals appearance, you do what you can, bro. You send what you can, whatever the other side wants. I feel like you give it to them because the end of the day, bro, like Dame, one of the premier players in the league, a player that you're not replacing with no Gabe Vincent or whoever they was trying to do it with. So to me, bro, it's like if I can get Dame, you can take whoever you want, bro. I keep Jimmy and Bam, you can take whoever else you want. I don't care.
And I'm not mad at that. I kind of agree with you both. I think I'm just sick of this all continuing to happen. Like, I mean, I'm not sure what more Portland wants. I mean, Miami basically said they'll give them everything. I mean, I saw they were
Yeah.
going to give them like 3 first-round picks. The rookie they just drafted. I mean, I just don't know if Portland really wants to do it. So it's just like I do think he moves the needle for the Heat. I do think.
Yeah.
I mean, they were in the finals last year, so they are already contenders. But he'll probably be that piece that'll really get him over the top. It's just a matter of what does Portland want.
Yeah.
So I
I,
mean, no, what
no,
you were
I
saying, Lawrence?
would say I think a big thing also is the fact that Dame wants to go to Miami, which is always a tough situation. When like the star players don't really have a preference, or maybe their preference is somewhere else. Like if I'm Miami and he wants to come here, it's we got to figure it out some way somehow.
But I'm just like intrigued at the fact like we look at all these other stars like KD. I mean, he's probably the most recent one. He wanted to go to the Suns, and I mean that trade got done quicker than anything. So that's why
Yeah,
I'm just confused as to why Portland continues to drag their feet. I mean, it's not like you don't have, a formidable team. I mean, you drafted Scoot, who's essentially Dame's replacement, who's a bucket.
hmm
He's really good. He can play make. He could score. He's athletic. I mean, he's essentially going to be your centerpiece. You got Anthony
yeah,
Simons. You got Shaden Sharp. I mean, the list goes on. And then if you get with the Miami Heat are going to give you 3 first-round picks, the rookie they just drafted, Jaquez, who's pretty good. I mean, bro, just do it. I mean, clearly when you
yeah,
drafted Scoot, you're already basically saying, okay, we're gonna rebuild. Because Dame made it apparent that I don't want to rebuild right now. Trade that pick, go get me someone I can play alongside of, like, some veteran presence, etc. But they didn't want to do that. They went over there and said, you know what, we want Scoot. So that's why it just baffles me that they continue to, just drag their feet.
run in a
You know what I'm
circle.
trying to say?
Yeah,
So
no, yeah.
I
what you
mean,
saying?
it comes down to like nobody wants to get finessed, because in my view, the Blazers like they're trolling because they've been unserious for like 7, 8 years now. They had Dame and CJ Two 23-point per game scorers, very efficient, tough backcourt, probably one of the best backcourts in the league for a smooth 3 to 5 years at least. And they couldn't build anything around them. They had pieces like Evan Turner, Robert Covington. And no offense to those guys, but I mean, it's like, bro, like their best teammate, in my view, was probably Nurkic. You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of like now they play hardball. Now they want to try to build for the future and stay relevant. So I don't know. In my view, I feel like Portland is just trolling, to be honest.
But gang, they got Jeremy Grant.
They signed
Jeremy Grant. Like that's the 20 point per game. You put him, with Scoop.
They signed him to the craziest contract I've ever seen. Literally the craziest contract.
And people were telling Dame to request a trade for at least 5 years now. As soon as they re-signed Grant, that's when Dame said that was the last. It's not a coincidence, bro. That's what I'm like the Blazers aren't serious. Like they're not serious at all.
That's true. I'm with that.
Going back to the question, should the trade happen? Yes. Yeah. Is it gonna happen? I don't know, because I don't know what Portland's waiting for. I mean, the Miami Heat can't offer them anything better. They're not trading Bam. They're not trading Jimmy. I mean, and there's not really any other crazy pieces on that team that I feel like Portland really wants. So unless the Miami Heat are like, we're gonna give you Bam, but at that point, it's what are you doing to trade for at that point? There's no need. You know what I mean? So,
but if I'm Miami, like I'm calling them every day. Like I am too. My foot on it, because like I think the whole like him doing it publicly and wanting to go to Miami publicly, I feel like if I'm Miami, that's all I need to know. Like it's like even how you just said with the KD one, like it happened fast in terms of I think the request and all that happening. But remember, bro, like there was rumors last season of KD wanting to go to Phoenix.
Yeah.
So I feel like these things always take time. It's like Jay said, no team ever wants to get finesse. So you definitely want to keep your side as full as you can until you have to give one of those guys up.
Yeah.
If I'm Miami, I'm gonna keep going.
But I mean, KD did want to go to Phoenix, but he didn't really want to leave till all that Kyrie stuff really happened, So it was kind of like, all right, man, I don't know what's going on with Kyrie. Like, get me out of here. You know what I mean?
I just think typically, bro, when one of these guys like wants out and they want to go like somewhere specifically, they end up there, bro. 9 times out of 10. I mean, Kyrie is probably one of the only guys that I'd say that, as of recent, that I remember, like one of those top guys that didn't end up where he wanted to be via trade request. Because I don't know how bad he really wanted to go to Dallas. So.
Yeah.
Can I ask y'all like what y'all think of that when stars are like, oh, like I want to go here, and basically just literally playing GM for themselves? Like, do y'all think that's weak, especially for someone like Dame, who he tried to stay loyal? Like
for someone like Dame, nah. Because it's like you said, bro, they unserious, and I'm not gonna blame him for he will. I think he's probably like 32 at this point, 30, 31, 32. So it's like 33 even, bro. So it's like, what are you gonna do? Like keep spending 28, 29 point per game seasons just wasting away. So
nah. I mean, yeah, but he had chances to sign somewhere else. Like he's been through
that is true
contracts now. So it's kind of like the Melo thing where you choose to or Bradley Beal, you choose to re-sign. But obviously Dame doesn't have that Brad Beal trade clause. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well I don't think anybody will get that trade clause.
So, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's just an interesting conversation because for me, I think it's just dangerous when a player as good as Dame says, "Oh, I want to go here."
Yeah.
What's stopping Jason Tate or Jaylen Brown just got that thick contract? What's stopping him from saying, you know what? I'm tired of Boston. Let me just
Yeah. No, I agree. What was your question again, Jay? So I can answer.
Like, do you think it's weak for like star players to say that they want to go to this destination?
You see, I feel like it's like I don't know, it's half and half because of the way that the game is now. I can't really say it's because everybody's doing it, you know. So it's kind of
Mhm.
like, I mean, man, if I don't just, I mean, request out of here, like I'm gonna be stuck here wasting my whole, you know, career. You know, I
Mhm.
mean, we could go back to when to like Braun, but granted, Braun was different. He was a free agent,
I knew,
but
I knew, I knew that he
it's
was
kind
gonna
of the same.
go
It's
that
kind of
way.
the same. It's not the same thing, but it's in the sense like, okay, I mean, if he wasn't gonna be a free agent, I mean, he was gonna have to get out of there eventually, or he was just gonna waste his years on that team,
Yeah.
playing with Larry Hughes, Ilgauskas, Daniel Gibson. And
Hey,
like I said, look, I'm
Gauss
not
got
look,
it.
look, look,
I
look, look,
mean,
look.
you know.
Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and say they was bums, but he was not winning a ring with them
Yeah,
guys. He
yeah, no,
wasn't doing that.
sure,
So
sure.
it's just, I think the difference between that and now is like, bro, guys are really just signing max contracts and saying, yeah, I want out. Now,
Yeah,
that's why I say it's like 50-50, because I feel like, man, they just gave you all that bread and you want out. But then it's like, man, if you don't do it, you're gonna waste all your years. That's why
yeah.
I'm really surprised Portland not doing this for Dame, because it's like, man, he should have been got out of there. Like, I mean, I get it's a business, but man, like, you're just like, I don't know, you're just slowing to death, bro. Because at this point, like, just
Mhm.
rip the band-aid
Gonna
off,
happen
trade
yeah,
dude.
it's gonna happen
Yeah,
anyway.
just come on, bro. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you trade him to another conference. Y'all don't even gotta worry about him for real. So like, come on, just ship dude. But to kind of move on to that, we gotta talk about, since we talk about the Heat, you know, the contenders. Let's talk about some dark horse candidates. You know, so I'm gonna start with you, Lorenz. You know, I know it's way too early, but if you
Mhm.
had to give like one or two like dark horse
Yeah.
teams to win the finals, like who you rocking with?
I feel like for me, realistically, like outside of those, premier like top five, top six guys that everybody wouldn't be surprised if they made it. Um, I don't really like a lot of other teams, bro. Honestly, just because I feel like the top heavy team or like the top teams, they're all filled out 1 through 5 for the most part, and then you have like a solid bench for like the other teams. Like even if like my closest one that I maybe would say is probably Sacramento, like just a dark horse. Like if like I'd be like, all right, I'm not totally surprised. I feel like De'Aaron taking another year forward. I think Sabonis being in that situation last season, like kind of seeing how he was defended. Maybe he can add a few things in the offseason. Um, to give Draymond credit, I mean Draymond one of the better defenders, so I feel like that was a tough series for Sabonis. Anyways, I believe he was injured, like hand or something, right?
Who's
Yeah,
Sabonis?
he
Yeah,
had his thumb a few weeks before the playoffs.
right. So like, I mean, I don't know if I had to pick someone, I'd probably say Sacramento. Sacramento, but that's probably the only team, and that's because I watched them like perform very well last year.
Or what about you, Jay?
For me, in the East, I would definitely say the Cavs. I had the
Mm,
Cavs going deep this year, but the
really,
Knicks, the
hey,
Knicks do their thing. You feel me? But I feel like you talk about 1 through 5, Lorenz, like they don't. The only
yeah,
weakness is for me, like y'all know how
that
I feel
that
about
3 spot,
3 and D players. Isaac
Yeah.
Okoro, I'm sorry, but they just have to be better than that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because he's out there to play defense, but then you got someone like Jalen Brunson. No offense to Jalen Brunson, but nobody saw him coming into this year being the one to give you 28 points efficiently over the course of a whole series,
yeah.
on Isaac Okoro's head. So I'd say the Cavs. I think the Cavs will make adjustments, come back better, and then in the West, I mean, I like the Grizzlies, man. I've been saying it for a few years now. I think they could be really good,
Mm.
but
But
obviously their
Mm.
leader just
but is this like for example? That's what I mean. No, hold on. I
you
got a
know
question though. It's like
The team that wear a bunch of shiesties. That's the
no,
team
no,
you
no, but
think
hold
of.
on, hold on, hold on. Is Memphis considered a dark horse though?
yeah. I think so still.
But they gonna finish like typically they've been finishing top 3, top 4.
That don't look, bro. Look at Josh's face when I
Yeah,
said
I know, but no, no, no,
Nah,
no. Okay,
man.
no, right. So
I'm
I
just
feel
look,
okay.
I'm
So go
sorry.
ahead.
I'm sorry. It's just, I
nobody
mean,
thinks he's
granted,
serious.
Dylan Brooks off the team, but I just got a sour taste with them after that Lakers series. I just, all them boys, like I said, run around wearing shiesties. They think they in a rap music video 24/7. I don't know about Dark Horse, but I mean, I actually, to your point, yes, they probably could be seen as a dark horse because
Yeah,
like people don't like look at them and be like, yeah, like they gonna win the finals. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Well, if that's the
so that
case, then
qualifies.
I low key maybe with Jay though. Like I love Memphis. I really do.
I believe it. Right.
Nah, but if we're talking more like teams towards the bottom of like seeding, if the Timberwolves give Ant the keys, I think the Timberwolves could do something for sure.
I don't like that.
I don't know, Jay. I don't know, Jay Smooth. I don't know about that.
I mean,
As
got
long as
what?
they got the Frenchman there at center,
They got
them boys is there.
You said what?
As long as they got the Frenchman at center, them boys is not gonna get. They not making no finals, bro. They not.
And then you got, bro. I know y'all seen that video of Cat working on tween side steps. What's he doing that for? What's he doing that for?
I'm tired. That's a talk for later. I'm tired of these. Oh my! I'm just tired of the summer videos. I'm tired of the summer videos. I'm tired of it. Yeah. Like that make me so mad. Like we see all these bigs doing, like you said, tween, 3-pointer. Like they over there, like crossing people up, and you thinking, man, he about to be tough this year. During the season come, they don't do none of this off-season work they doing. They need a ban not postseason. They need a ban off-season workouts. They need a ban in terms of like the videos. They need a ban recording off-season workouts. I am starting a petition to ban NBA players from posting off-season videos, especially when they're not going to do it. You know who I respect? James Harden. When I remember before he was doing that step back, so he posted a video. We was looking at that like, ain't no way he going to do that. But he did it. He started doing it. Right. It's really these bigs, too, that be doing all this.
Always the bigs, bro. It's always the bigs.
It's always, too, it's those, like fringe stars that think they're superstars. Like you don't really see no Jason Tatum workout videos. You don't see Devin Booker doing nothing crazy. You feel me? You don't see Luka's work. Like you feel me? Like
you could post working out like on some like no, but it's like them doing some stuff they never do in the game. Like it's like I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
How I knew that was 2 years ago when Mitchell Robinson.
No, I'm surprised you didn't say Patrick Williams.
Bro, I know y'all see Andre Drummond.
Don't even get me started.
We're not talking about him, bro.
Andre Drummond was crazy.
Jay, I know you be seeing Patrick Williams, because Patrick Williams be looking like he the next coming of AD over the summer, and then the year coming, he just I don't know what he be on, bro. I don't know. But to kind of go back to the question, my dark horse candidate. You see, I feel like they're dark horses because everyone thinks they're done. They think their dynasty is done. So, like, I really think the Warriors are a dark horse candidate this year to win the finals.
So I feel like I needed a better definition of dark horse because I'm thinking like, bro, if Golden State won next year,
when we say let's let's say like if we was to ask you like who are the favorites to win the finals, right? Mm-hmm. And you'd probably like who's the favorite to come out the West? Like give me 3 teams off the top of your head that you would say.
Hold on.
Can I?
Come on, gang.
Lakers. Come on, gang. Lakers. All right, for sure. Off rip, people are gonna say Lakers, Suns,
the
Lakers. Why not the Lakers?
Lakers are not favorites, bro. Let's stop right there. Their favorites is crazy. They're not favorites, bro.
I feel like after this past year, I think they're favorites.
Now, look. If I'm saying my opinion, I think the Lakers will be a top 3 team.
You're right. Actually,
favorites, media attention. No,
nobody. You got perfectly right.
You got the Suns.
Oh, the Nuggets.
Yes, bro. You got the Nuggets. You got the Suns. I think people are gonna overrate the Kings this year. I think people will be talking about the Kings more than they talk about the Lakers when the season starts. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, no. You're right. Off rip, out of the West for sure. Nuggets, Suns are the favorites. Lakers aren't the favorites right now.
Well, hold on. But this is my. How could the Suns be the favorites?
I don't want the Lakers to be the favorites. I love being the underdog. They don't need to be the favorites.
No, I'm saying bias aside though. How could Phoenix be the favorites? We ain't seen it yet.
Bro, off paper, if they don't go to the finals, it is a bust. Yeah. If they don't go to the finals, it is bust.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, I can't. I can't in good conscience be like, oh yeah, I like Phoenix in the finals when I haven't even
No,
seen them play
look.
game
The
yet.
thing is, I agree with you. I still don't know how a bunch of ball dominant players are going to work together. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. But on paper, you did not trade away your entire. I don't think they have the rights to a first round pick till 2027. You did not trade away Miles Bridges, Cam Johnson, all those good pieces.
Mikal.
Oh yeah, you're right. I said Miles Bridges. I forgot he in
Miles,
27 nights,
let me see,
28, whatever he is.
AJ Smith, let me see, AJ Smith.
You know, Mikal Bridges. Like you just didn't construct that team to not go to the finals. That's why last year, like I don't care. I knew they wasn't going to the finals last year, but to me, I'm still saying that's a bust. I don't care. You got KDD book. Like they should have at least made the conference finals. That's just my opinion. Now you add Bradley Beal, who a lot of people for some reason like they try to like discredit how much is on the line for the Suns, that they try to act like Brad Beal is like buns. Like, bro, this man is still one of the best two guards in the league.
Point that smooth in the corner.
Wait, you don't think Brad Beal's like that?
No, I know he's like that. That's why he's so frustrating.
He don't like him, Josh. He don't like him, bro. I promise you, he don't like him.
After last season, I had him in fantasy.
He don't like him.
Bro, you talking about?
He don't like it. That's what I'm saying. But he now he just don't like him no more. So
bro, when did wasn't like 3 seasons ago? Like he was an all-star starter, averaged like 30, like
30 a game. He's super.
I just think I
feel what
didn't
Jay's
he battle
saying,
injury? Didn't he battle injuries?
No. He has been the last few years, but I will say when Bradley Beal played this last season, he was running a lot of point and he looked really good. I will say that. I will say that. So I don't think it'll be terrible having him run the point.
So you prefer Beal at the 1 rather than Book?
Yeah, just because I want Book focused on getting the bucket.
Yeah, I see what you. I mean, me personally, I kind of prefer Book because he played 1 before CP3. Like he essentially was their 1, and I think D Book is more of a like come off screens, like he can create. Not saying Beal can't create, but like Beal is really, to me, he has to be the catch and shoot in terms of that trio. Like that's gonna at least I feel like be most of his role is like knocking down open 3-pointers, and like I mean if Katie and D Book get in foul trouble, etc., then go get a buck. But I don't think he's gonna be the guy that's like I'm wanting you come off screens, go ISO. I'd rather like kind of I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, honestly. But to me, it's championship or bust for them.
I'm with you.
So, but I mean, like to go back full circle. Right. I mean, do you, in terms of like dark horse, do you want to change your dark horse, Lorenz, or are you sticking with the Grizzlies?
If Golden State is a dark horse, absolutely.
Okay.
My
dark horse definitely goes.
But that's what I'm saying. Like to me personally, like I would never pick them as a dark horse because I know what they do. So like I'm never.
No, and I agree.
Even last year, like with all the up and downs they had, the away record and all that, like I was never tripping about Golden State because I've seen that before. I'm never tripping about something that I've seen before.
Yeah,
it's all these other unproven things with other teams that would catch me for a loop. But bro, a team like Golden State, you put that exact core together. You what's his name? You removed little light skinned baddie wannabe.
Pool's tough though, bro. It's just they had to get
but he's not no third splash brother, bro.
After Draymond boxed him, they had to get him out. Like it was
but I think right there it shows you, bro. Like as good as he was, you still gonna keep Draymond.
Yeah, but I think me personally, I think it's gonna hurt them more in the long run. I think I think they decided, okay, we're gonna go all in on Steph because Steph Loki's still on his prime right now. Like, bro, he playing like he in his prime, bro. Yeah. So it's like Steph's still like in his prime. He probably has it for another. How old is Steph? 32, 33 or something like that. Ideally, I'll give him like 3 years. I'll give him 3 years. I'll give him 3 more in terms of like absolute prime. I'm not talking about like because Bron's out his prime, but Bron's still like pretty impactful. So that's why I mean like when I say Steph Curry like out his prime, it's like okay, he'll give you like a 24, 25 games.
Right. Okay.
So after that, like I just think okay, they're gonna buy in Steph 3 years. We try to get a ring. We maximize whatever. Because think about it, Clay got hurt. I don't think he's gonna get any better. I think he's going to kind of stay
Right.
where he's at.
Yeah.
Draymond is getting older. He's not going to be as athletic on defense. So that's his biggest part of his game. So that's going to take a toll. That's going to take a hit. So, like, I mean, in 4 or 5 years, when you're going to have to really turn to, okay, unless they find another, I mean, their scouting team is amazing. Unless they find another, like, gem, diamond in the rough.
But y'all was forgetting about Wiggins, bro. Because that's a big part of why they looked out of sync last year. Is because Wiggins missed all that time.
Oh, he did. He did.
You got to think the finals when they played the Celtics. Wiggins looked like the second best player, bro. He was like the second best player in that series, which is crazy. He's what, 26? He's like my age, bro. He's like 26, 25.
Damn.
He's
my fault. Hey, my fault.
That's crazy.
I was like, that's crazy.
That's absolutely crazy. Nah, that's insane.
He said, damn.
I said that.
That's insane.
My fault.
Anyway, I think Wiggins could take that next step and become that, 22 point.
I be forgetting that, like, he got hurt. Not hurt, but he had like personal matters that he had to attend to.
All that I was gonna say was because you said you feel like it'll hurt them in the long run. Maybe you don't find someone like Jordan Poole. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I remember, and anybody who wanted to check this, they can correct me if they're wrong. I remember, bro. I want to say like Jordan Poole's first 2 years. I think the first year was probably Clay's first ACL, so he already wasn't there. Mm-hmm. And then I believe Steph got injured the second time as well. That Clay was injured as well.
Okay.
So he played like solid amount of minutes on that Golden State team. I know he was half and half with the G League, but bro, I remember there was a number that came out, and it was like statistic wise over like, and I'm not even one of those numbers people, but like over like all them categories, like Jordan Poole was like ranked like bottom tier of the entire NBA. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying anything because obviously, bro, he got better, like confidence shooting, above the roof, whatever you want to say. But bro, like that team also is ran perfectly. So like, I'm not saying anybody can do it. But like, be competent, have good talent, know how to run the system, and like you can, bro. Like someone like Dante DiVincenzo, I'm not sizing him either, bro. Like he looked great last season.
Dante did a bucket though.
Yeah, I'm not sizing him. I'm just saying like, bro, they got him running.
I'm with you. The thing is, I'm
flares and pin downs. Like
I'm with you on that.
Teams are running that.
I'm with you on that. I think Poole's biggest issue, and I felt like he was gonna, if he was given another chance, I think he would have figured it out, was he didn't want to buy into the system for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think it goes to a lot of the points that you said. He was playing a lot when Steph was out, Clay was out. So his role essentially was, bro, I gotta get a buck. You know what I'm saying? That system works. That system works, but it's only as good because of Clay and Steph. As much as we say we could really plug a lot of people in, I mean, bro, you got people picking up Steph from half court. You got to pick up Clay from half court. So that system works because of those two guys. Really, for real. You know what I mean? So when I say the long run, I just think Jordan Poole is not a bad centerpiece to have in 4 years when Steph and Clay are on their way out, at least right now. Because last year, or not this past season, but the year before, I mean, bro, we were talking about, like, I mean, he is the third splash, bro. I mean, he was a vital part as to why they won that championship. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I see your point, though. I mean, if he didn't change his game, and if he did stay and didn't change his game, get him out of there, because he was just chucking and he wasn't defending, but
really like flow
he's still young, though. You got to think about it. Like, he's still young, and it's like his role is interesting because it's like, you don't need to be the best player, but like he wants to be the best.
Right. And he's talented. Like he's extremely talented. So I'm not taking anything away from that. I think mentally, like he didn't fit what they, they're kind of.
No. I agree. I don't think he was mentally mature at that time.
I don't mind CP3 on that team, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't seen it either, but I don't mind it.
Y'all think he comes off the bench or what?
Nah, I think he's starting, bro. Yeah. I think they're gonna do CP, Steph, Clay, Wiggins, and probably Dre. And that small ass five. Who cares, bro? At the end of the day, bro, Dre's gonna guard Embiid anyways. He's gonna guard Sabonis. Like that's what they have him doing anyways.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. But kind of to switch gears. Dr. J drops some list. So,
Some list,
and
yeah, for sure.
I didn't, maybe I don't know the context behind it, so I don't really want to like say too much, but this is what Bleacher Report said. This is Dr. J's top 10 players of all time. No order. Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, Jerry West, Elgin Baylor, Kareem, MJ Magic, Karl Malone, and Tiny Archibald.
Mm.
Maybe I'm too young. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
Nate,
Maybe
Nate
y'all do.
Archibald?
I
Wait,
don't know.
King's assist leader? I'm tripping, J.
I don't know who that is. I'm sorry, baby. I need to do more basketball research. I don't know who that is. I'm gonna start with you, Jay. Simple question. How do you feel about this list?
I mean, bro, I'm just at the point with lists like this, I just don't put any stake into other people's lists because, I mean, Tiny Archibald, like, clearly, nah, but no offense, because for his time, from what I know about him, he was revolutionary, super tough guard, but there's some bias there. I mean, there
Yeah.
has to be, because on a list like mine, there's probably 6 point guards alone that I would put all time over Tiny Archibald. Just point guards. So,
Yeah.
and then, like you said, I think Lorenz mentioned there was like a caveat that, Dr. J didn't want to rank anyone that was still playing, which, okay, that X's out LeBron, that X's out even like a KD or a Steph. But my guy, Kobe retired, Tim Duncan retired, Olajuwon retired. Like the list could go on. Give me AI over Jerry West, if I'm being honest. If I'm being straight up. So boo. That's how I feel personally.
Nah, I feel that. What about you, Lorenz?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm the younger one of the group, so
Get out of here.
So I mean, this how I feel, bro. And even like, I get it. Certain players that people watch on like YouTube, maybe they've seen like old film of, so you want to put certain guys that you have respect for or whatever. But I'm not gonna lie, bro. Someone like Dr. J, no offense to him, that's his list, bro. I got no say in that, to be honest, bro. Because it's like I've never watched like 7 or 8 of those players, anyways. So,
big facts.
Like Jay said, like clearly there's some bias if you're putting, what's his name? We really sizing him, Archibald, Tiny Archibald on there.
Yeah.
But it's like I think lists in general now, like they shouldn't even be some public thing. Like, you kind of just keep it to yourself. You talk amongst your friends, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Because everybody gonna have a different opinion, and it's all like based on preference and what people have seen or not seen. So
I agree. I mean, just piggybacking off both of you. I mean, I really just think there's a lot of bias in that. I mean, bro, you just put a bunch of old heads on there.
Yeah,
and I think that's the problem. Literally, like that's the problem I feel like with the game today is the old heads don't respect the new era. And I feel like the new era doesn't really respect the old heads. I mean, sometimes when people make lists, like we'll hear people say, like, bro, like for real, you think KD won't like average 50 back then with like they say call them like plumbers, you know what I mean? So it's like both eras don't respect the game, which is kind of crazy because I feel like everyone should kind of come as one, and we'll never know. Like we'll never know if LeBron would have averaged 50 back then. I mean, we'll never know what MJ would do in today's era. We'll just never know,
Right.
So it's just a bunch of hypotheticals running around. But Dr. J crazy. Like respectfully, I'm sorry. I mean, like, come on, bro. Like, all right, bro. Like Tiny, like he's Tiny Archibald, bro. Like that really.
We really get.
Like,
I gotta
like,
look up. I gotta
bro.
look
like,
up some Archibald.
Like, come on, bro. You couldn't have said Isaiah Thomas.
He
like, come on, you want to talk?
Too,
did he say Isaiah Thomas?
I don't know. I'm saying I don't think so. Yeah.
He didn't even say Isaiah. Like, if you want to talk about old head guards, like, really, you're not gonna say Isaiah Thomas?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Come on, bro. So it's like I said, it's just like, man, it's just a bunch of bias, and that's why these lists, there's not really too much stock to put in it because everyone
Yeah.
has their own opinions, everyone has their own like.
I think it is crazy though, bro. Someone like Dr. J though, like like it's different if we're talking about like Twitter lists or something like that. But I would think Dr. J would
Yeah,
have some more um
knowledge.
intellect, yeah, whatever you want to call it, and making a top 10 ever list. But
Yeah, but you got to think you're always gonna be more biased because he probably played against or looked up because that's how old some
right,
of them are. He looked up to some of those
Yeah.
guys, so you're always gonna be biased in that way. So like I said, I mean I'm not mad at his list for real. Like I'm sure that's what he believes and it's valid, bro. Because like even someone like Elgin Baylor, he has some pretty crazy stats if you go look it up. Like
hmm
he had a few seasons. He looked at I looked at it this morning. He averaged like 34 across the season. Like
Mhm.
that's pretty nutty. But for me, like Lorenz said, I've never watched a clip of Elgin Baylor, so I can't speak to that.
yeah,
He was a 6'5" power forward, I'm pretty sure.
crazy.
Yeah. But then too, like the game was different now from when
hmm
it was back then.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, we joke about it all the time, but they might have tried Kyrie for witchcraft if he played back then. I really do think
Yeah,
if Kyrie
right.
played back then, they would have been like, bro, what is going on? So I mean, it's a double edged sword, at the end of the day. But to sum it up, yeah, I think he's wilding with that list for sure.
I ain't mad at that.
So we're gonna leave NBA just for a little bit because I gotta talk about this high school athlete Cooper Flag. Look, man, I've seen a lot of good high school athletes, a lot, from Zion where he was just a freak of nature, LaMelo pulling from half court, Ja just dunking from every. I mean, it. But Cooper Flag, man, that guy is the truth. I mean, I don't know what he is, 6'9", 6'10",
Yeah.
can shoot from 40, has a low-key handle to him, can play make. He's a very good defender. I'm pretty sure he had like a triple-double with blocks in the EYBL game.
Multiple times, I think.
Yeah, like he's nuts. Now this might be a crazy question to ask this early. And it might be a little bit of recency bias, but I've seen enough. I'm gonna start with you, Lorenz. Do you think like Cooper Flag could play in the league today, like tomorrow type vibe?
Nah, just because like I think talent wise, like yeah, talent wise, he probably does have that upper level of skill that you need to have to be in the NBA. But I don't know, bro. Like they always say, like I always hear like players when they talk about transitioning, like their biggest thing is the pace of the game, and um, I think, for example, like certain in EYBL, it's like, and don't get me wrong, obviously, I'm pretty sure like what EYBL is the best competition you can play in high school.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Yeah, but I just think I've always said, bro, like playing the NBA is like it's got to be a different game. Like
Yeah.
that I'm not in the NBA, but I'm assuming it's because bro, at the end of the day, like these are the best players from their city, from their state, from their region of the country, whatever, and some of those guys don't even make the NBA.
Yeah.
So I think talent wise, skill level, all that, yeah. I just think like maybe like because even like I think physically he is like he's skinny, but he's not frail.
Yeah, he has a
Um
little size on him.
yeah, so pause that. So I
No pun.
mean, I think realistically, the only reason why I would say no is because of the age, honestly.
Yeah. Because he's like 16.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Like
he's
that's a little but based on what I've seen, like you said, to start the truth for sure. Like
yeah,
nothing. I got nothing else to say about that, bro, for sure. Like that's one of them ones, bro.
yeah. What about you, Jay?
For me, now I do want to preface it by saying, Cooper is one of those. I don't follow high school basketball like that anymore. But he's one of those prospects. Like Lorenz could tell you, every few years I feel like I find a prospect where I'm like, yeah, like this is a pro. Like MPJ, I felt that way
Mhm.
about him. Tyler Hero,
Tyler Hero. Yep. It's a big one.
Cooper's of that cloth. But in terms of playing in, I'm guessing you're talking about the NBA league.
Yeah.
Not even close.
No, not the Euro League, the league.
Not even close. And for me, the reason I say not even close is because even if his skill level was that of an NBA player, just physically and then also mentally, because if you think about it, he's not coming in and being that guy if he played tomorrow. He would likely be, a wing, catch and shoot, probably have to play some defense. Even if you put him next to like a Dorian Finney-Smith, he's getting bullied, if I'm being
Yeah.
honest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just physically, I'm sure he would wash DFS in a shooting contest or even in game. I'm sure he could shoot better. But when you come into the league, unless you're one of those guys, you're playing a role.
Yeah.
So would he be able to come in and be a quote unquote 3-and-D, as they call it? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? So I think, he just needs a couple more years, get a little stronger, get his handle a little better. I do think he'll be one of those that comes in and has a great pro career. But yeah, playing in the league right now, I don't really think that would be a possibility for him, just because of the speed and strength of the league.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I agree 100% with both of y'all. Obviously, he's talented by far. But like you said, to Loren's point first, he's young. He's 16. There's so much about the game that he may think he know, but he really don't know yet. And to Julian's point, I mean, the speed in the NBA compared to the EYBL is completely different. You know what I mean? So it's just I think in terms of the maturity of the game, like mentally, I think that's where his biggest gap would be, as well as like just size. And I mean, bro, he's 6'9", like you're gonna be going up against. Imagine him having to guard Giannis. Like, come on, bro. Like, let's be for real. So there's a lot of like gaps that I think he's gonna eventually, he's gonna get there. But right now, no. But is he a talented high school prospect? 100%. But nah, he has some long ways to go. But he's.
Oh, my fault.
No, you good.
I was gonna say, is it crazy if I say I like him like better prospect than Wemby? Is that crazy?
I mean,
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I'm not really mad at that either. To be honest,
I feel like people would be though.
I think that's just saying how good I think Cooper is though. Like that's not for Wemby.
No, I'm not citing Wemby.
I think Cooper as a pro, like Wemby's game to me wasn't necessary. That's not like a pro game. He's just like he has the potential to be a freak.
Yeah.
Cooper, like tangibly long, wiry, can shoot the hell out of the ball, like great instincts on both ends that he's shown. Like,
athleticism is.
It just feels a little more feasible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, that's not crazy. I don't think that's crazy at all. Honestly, he's shown me enough. But yeah, to kind of move to like our last two topics before we sign off. So I'm gonna call this game basically like guess who. So like today it's gonna be a guess who NBA point guard edition. So essentially, I'm just gonna name an NBA player. There's 5 players on this list. I'm gonna name an NBA player, and you gotta rank them 1 through 5. You don't know who else is on the list, but you gotta rank them 1 through 5. So we're gonna start with Jamal Murray.
They gonna put him at 1.
Come on, nah, Jamal Murray. That's another one. I'm super high on him, but to play it safe, I'll put him at 3.
What you, Lawrence?
I was gonna say 3 too. It's top 5, no?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna put him at 3. In the middle.
Darius Garland.
It's just crazy because before this year, people would have called you crazy if you said Jamal Murray was better than Garland. But I'm gonna put Garland at 4.
See, I was gonna say 4, but just because I want to be different, because he said 4, I'm gonna put him at 5. I'll put him at 5.
Ja Morant.
Ja Morant 2.
I'm gonna go 1. I love Ja.
Trae Young.
I like that. Trae Young 1. I like that.
Okay. I'm gonna go 2. Yeah, Trae at 2.
And our last person, Kyrie Irving.
That's a side.
Damn, this man ain't give us no bunnies. That's crazy. I thought it was gonna be one, Robert Sacre or
Yeah.
this man gave us all tough guards.
You talking about Pat Bev before? I thought it was gonna be Pat Bev.
And Kyrie at 5 is crazy.
You have Kyrie at 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I got Kyrie at 4, which is still a side, but shit, I didn't put him 5.
Yeah, no, 5 is crazy.
So Lorenz, what's your list?
What I put Ja, Trae, Jamal Murray 3, Kyrie
Garland.
4, and then Garland.
Garland 5, Kyrie 4. What about you,
I'm actually not mad at that. Besides Kyrie,
I had Trae 1, Ja 2, Murray 3, Garland 4, Kyrie 5. Yikes! Yeah, my list is yikes. My list is yikes.
Since we on, like just go straight to our last topic. Since we on this, I'll start with you, Jay. Who would you say is like the top 3 shiftiest guards in the league right now?
Yeah, that's pretty easy for me. I would say, Kyrie's the obvious answer. So, Kyrie would probably be 1. I'm a huge CJ McCollum fan. I think if you watch his game, he's not really fast. He's not super quick, but just in terms of shifting his defender, breaking him down, I don't really think he does that better than him besides Kyrie. So I'd put CJ at 2. And then my 3, there's a few players. Lorenz going to think I'm trolling, but I really think T-Row has an argument to be top 3. Terry Rozier. Terry Rozier. If you just talking about straight bag, shifty,
on the Hornets,
yeah, bro. Like for real.
Playing with 27
I
nights.
can't decide, huh?
But realistically, I would say Garland has that 3 spot. For me. Darius Garland for sure.
About you, Lorenz?
I'm Kyrie. Obviously for obvious reasons. I had Garland as well. I'm not gonna lie, Jay. The fact like I can't size Rozier because I feel like for my last pick, I wanted to have somebody who, maybe he's not one of those
top guards.
Top guards, right? Because all those top guards are shifty in their own way. Bones, though, I ain't gonna lie. Busy Bones, I'm a fan. That's why I'm not mad at the Rozier because they got a similar type of bag. But I think Bones, as far as just like beating his defender 1-on-1, obviously, there's so many other parts of the game, but just beating off your defender 1-on-1 with the dribble, I like Bones. That's one of those top guys.
Kyrie 1, that's obvious. Garland 2. For this last spot, honestly, Steph. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, Steph pretty shifty.
Yeah.
I probably took the easy way out taking him. But honestly, it was really him. And for some reason, I was just thinking about Harden, bro. I mean, because you made a point when you said in terms of getting past your defender, bro. I think Harden's one of the best players in the league at doing that. Like, and, even though his bag's a lot of stationary just sitting there, but it's like, man, you can't stop him from getting past you. So, yeah, my top 3 would definitely be Kyrie, Garland, and Steph.
Okay.
And Garland, I'm not gonna lie, he knocking on the door though. Like Garland's like, he's underrated. Like I watched the highlight from him and I was like, yo, this man has the ball on the string. Obviously, Kyrie's in the world of his own, but man, like, give Garland a couple years, man.
Quick side question, my fault, because we talked about
it.
Garland a top 10 PG, you think?
Easy.
Easy. There's a lot of point guards, bro.
There's a lot. Hey,
who name 10 point guards better than Darius Garland right now?
He gonna do it.
All right, so definite ones. Josh,
yes.
Kyrie. People say Luka's a point guard. I don't count Luka.
Okay, give it to him. 5.
People say Luka's a point guard.
Yeah, 5.
Steph, for sure.
Okay,
that's 5. Yes. Now we get into the
Shea. Put Shea in there. I'll help you out.
SGA be definite for you. SGA.
Yeah, Shea better than him.
Okay. SGA. Now for me, debatable still. You got De'Aaron Fox.
Okay.
Yes or no? I'm
Yes.
asking you.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. You got Jamal Murray.
Okay. Okay.
You got, bro. You still got what's his name? You got Halliburton.
I feel like you can interchange them.
You could have an argument. You could have an argument for that.
What about LaMelo?
You know me, gang. You know me, gang. I feel like I ain't even gotta say it. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't
what
even
number
gonna
are we
say it.
at? I ain't give you Halliburton. I ain't giving you
Yeah,
Halliburton.
no. So that would make LaMelo 9.
Okay, so you need one more guard better.
Yeah, and then one more. I mean, there's a couple you could argue. You got someone like Drew Holiday. You got you got Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson.
DG's better.
DG's better.
DG's better.
And then there's one I feel like we're forgetting about, Lawrence.
Did we say Van Fleet back in the day?
Nah, God, please no.
We said that last year, which is crazy.
Please no.
There's Harden.
Right.
Oh, he is a guard. He is a PG. Yeah, you got it then. So, yeah. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, when you look at it though, you're like, dang, like, is he like? I mean, I really thought he was just top 10, but then, like you said, I guess Luka and Harden, you could throw them in there because they PGs.
I think Harden for sure.
Oh no, for sure.
And even Luka, bro, if you think about it, like,
you think Harden top 5 PG?
To me, he's probably like knocking on the door. I mean, I feel like people started sizing him too quick.
For sure. Bro. No, All-Star is crazy.
I'll take Ja over him. I'll take Kyrie. I'll take Luka. I'll take Steph.
Ja over who?
Over Harden. And then, to be honest, I'm for sure taking Trae as well. So that's 5 right there over Harden.
Yeah, good debate that.
I could interchange Harden and Trae, I think, for me.
See, but Trae is so disrespected. I feel like.
No, he's tough. No, like I feel like Harden's disrespected too, bro.
I'm not sizing him.
No, but answer this: why is Ja like clear cut better than Trae?
I don't think he is.
I think so.
I don't. No, I don't, because of the fact, like, I just think, I mean, like, Ja is good, but like, bro, Trae can kill you from anywhere. And Trae's a better shooter. He's a better playmaker.
We saying Trae versus Ja right now?
Yeah.
I'm giving you what I think he's better than. Honestly, I think he's a better scorer overall. I mean, Ja's a good scorer, but he's in terms of scoring, like, we're talking about getting a buck, like, I'm just
getting a buck. I'm
not talking about Ja jumping head first.
I'm not saying athleticism either. I'm not saying
I'm talking about, bro, you give me the rock, and I'm going downhill on you. Ooh, bink, bink, bink. I'm taking Trae Young any day of the week. Trae Young is crazy. I'm so sorry. He's crazy.
Y'all seen Ja when he steps in. I'm not talking about athleticism. I'm just saying floats, all that stuff around the rim. He doesn't miss those.
Trae Young has a crazy
his
float.
Ass isn't even getting in the paint.
Bro, that is literally a part of his game. Is that float? His float is literally a part, because he's so little. He has to patent that. That is literally, his float is crazy.
Trae probably got the best or second best float. Like the top 3 floats.
He has to.
Trae and Harden.
He has to, because
I'm not saying just floats though. I'm talking about the up and unders, the reverses. I'm talking just around the rim.
Well, obviously, Ja is gonna clear that around the rim.
I'm not talking about athletic. You're talking about clearing the lane. I'm not talking about dunking.
Okay, but he's way more athletic. So around the rim, and even then though, like, Trae's an underrated finisher. Like, he's a very underrated finisher at the rim. Yeah, sure. But in terms of, like, just overall score, in my opinion, Trae Young's a better overall scorer than Ja Morant. I'm looking at everything. I'm looking at shooting from 40. I'm looking at breaking down your defenders, stepping back. Like, I don't remember the last time Ja took a step back. But
free throws are a big part of scoring, and Ja's free throw percentage, especially for a premier guard, I'm pretty sure he's like closer to 70 than he is 80.
Bro, the Lakers didn't even guard him. They were letting him shoot. Like, let's be for real. Let's be for real. The Lakers were letting him. He was hitting. He gave him 40. But the Lakers still didn't believe in that man. They still was letting him shoot.
40.
On the Lakers.
Who won the series?
On the Lakers.
Huh?
I just want to know what happened in the series.
Oh, you acting like I'm not with you, bro. I'm with you.
I know, but I still was like, that's fluke. I still wasn't a believer. Like, I still was like, you know what? If Ja gonna make 6+ threes, I'm going to sleep tonight. I can live with that. But I can guarantee you, no team in the league not guarding Trae Young at a 3-point line. I'm sorry.
Shit, he
No,
does it
but they got
he
to pick
does
him
it
up from
to
half court.
he does it to himself sometimes, bro. I feel like Trae's shooting over the years, bro. I'm not talking about anything else in this game, but his shooting wise, bro, he has
Last
not been as good as he was advertised.
last year he had a slump year for sure. Last year he had a slump year for sure from three. But I mean, he's still like Josh said, the threat is still there. You feel
For
me?
sure.
Even if he's shooting 31, you're not gonna let him shoot. Ja could shoot 80% last game.
Oh, brother.
We're going
Sleep
under every
good.
We're
screen.
not doing
We're
that.
going,
Yeah,
we're going
just,
under
I
every
mean, bro, let's
because,
look at
just because,
let's
bro,
look at some of these stats.
what?
I'm just gonna read off some stats. Aside from his first year where he averaged 19.1, this man averaged, and these are years consecutive. He averaged 29.6, 25.3,
You saying Trae?
28 Trae, yeah, 28.4 and 26.2, while averaging over 8 assists each season. Like how is this not like how is he not just a bet? Like I just feel like he gets disrespected so much. Like Trae Young is now obviously defensively, you got to give it to Ja, like you know what I'm saying. But in terms of just an offensive bag, bro, Trae Young is a better offensive player than Ja Morant, in my opinion.
I ain't going for that one game.
I mean, I get it. A lot of people like, and I'm not saying you, but it's just a lot of people on social media probably wouldn't go for that because they just like seeing him go head first into the rim. Like that's just what they like. They like him jumping. That's what it is, highlights. But if you really watch the game, like I said, not you, like a lot of other people. Like I understand your reason. You gave me your reason. Some other people just gonna say that just because they see Ja Morant dunking over 4 people. Like
you know what? I'm like I think the biggest thing when I really peeped Ja was his snaking pick and rolls.
Mm-hmm.
When he
yeah,
snakes,
he's tough at that. But Trae Young does that just as good,
yeah,
bro.
but
You gotta
Trae's
watch
doing
it,
it,
bro.
hunting for the foul. He's wanting to get pushed from behind on that snake.
Those are part of the game.
It's definitely part of the game.
Blame James Harden.
I'm saying Ja's not going for the foul. It's a bucket anyways.
No, but pause. Part of that is because Ja go to the line. He's not guaranteed to make both of them. Ja doesn't want to go to the line. Like Trae goes to the line. That's 2 points.
If I can make the layup first, fuck the free throw. Oh, I'm sorry. Damn the free throw.
I feel you, but like I said, like with Ja, you know, he's not hunting for fouls the same way Trae does because Trae knows if he goes to a line, like that's 2 points. Whereas Ja, that's like 1.5.
Yeah. Okay.
Type vibe.
But that's why I'm saying that's my reasoning. Is because I've seen like Ja and Trae's also a master of pick and roll as well. I didn't for me personally, I didn't know Ja was that smart in a pick and roll. I thought, like you said, I like getting above the rim, all that type of stuff. But like as far as intricacies within a pick and roll, like he's a master at that as well. And I mean, he's gonna get him an assist or a bucket almost every time.
I feel that. Side note, you know what's crazy with the point guard thing? Like, I'm almost certain that we didn't even say Dame for that list. So that's another point guard.
We didn't say Dame.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I forgot. I don't know what they doing in Portland. I forgot he even playing.
Yeah,
I don't know what he doing.
Yeah, so bro, that's just how talented the league,
bro. I ain't even say Dame.
That's how talented the league is right now, bro.
We really forgot about Dame.
Yeah,
almost forgot about Harden.
Facts.
Yeah. But wait, so you said Ja Morant top 5 point guard in the league right now?
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
Steph,
debatable.
Dame. Who else did we say? Luka. Kyrie, 4.
And then you got Trae or Ja for me.
Hold on, I know we not missing somebody.
Nah, I mean for you, you got SGA, you got
anybody picking Shea over Ja at this point, that is strictly because of the off the court stuff. So I don't even want to hear about it.
Give Shea a couple years and that gets a little closer than you think.
Maybe.
And honestly, not even a couple years, next year. If he does the same thing he just did this past year, we gotta have a conversation on who's better between Ja Morant and Shea.
I think Ja's coming on revenge tour, but that's just
oh god.
That's just
watch your heads.
Need to come on. Somebody needs healing.
Hey, I mean, he could come back in whatever tour he want to come back in. That's fine. It's just, I like him. You know, I like him as a player. I think he's really good. It's just
You don't like
I
him
don't
as a
know.
person?
Maybe I like guard. Like I like more savvy guards. You know, it's just maybe because growing up, like I never could dunk from the free throw line, so I just like guards that
I know, but bro, that's what I'm
that's just
saying.
me.
Like, bro, I'm telling you, like Ja, I know what's loud about it is the getting his head above the rim, all that stuff. But like watching, like just throughout the game, like bro, every set is him and it's a screen every single set.
Trae Young's the same thing.
1,000%. I'm just saying, like, because you're talking about savvy guards, like, bro, Ja is a savvy guard. He's just, bro, he's blessed with that athleticism.
Nah, that's facts.
He's not gonna not use it.
Yeah. He gonna have to change. He gonna have to change his game though a little bit. He's gonna have to learn to start taking those threes. I mean, he does a really good job of
Yeah, I mean,
floating, like you
shooting
said.
wise, he definitely
But
got improved.
his shooting. I mean, I don't know. He need to change his shot. Like, look,
But
he
this
just
is
be
my
throwing
thing.
it.
This is my thing, though, gang. He's shooting like he's averaging what 26 a game without being
Something like
able
that.
to without being able to shoot.
Mm-hmm. Facts. And like I
Yeah.
said, bro, he's not a great free throw shooter. Like,
He's
bro,
not a great free throw shooter. Like he's just overall not a great shooter.
on
So
the line, that man could easily average 30. Easily.
Yeah.
and if he stayed inside, if he stayed inside and his boys stayed off IG Live, I think he'd be locked in for sure. Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll
see what happens this year.
What?
Nah, I was gonna say too. Do y'all count? Is DeJounte Murray not a point guard anymore because he plays?
But he played a two though. He be playing like the two.
He is a point though. He is
a point, but he be playing a two in Atlanta.
Yeah, but that's just because Atlanta's goofy.
Yeah.
I mean, where's he gonna? What is he gonna play? He can't play anything else.
No, just he shouldn't be on the team.
Yeah, facts.
I don't know. I guess they wanted to just build a tandem between them two. I guess.
Or
I
they
mean,
wanted-
maybe.
They wanted
I really
Atlanta's
just think it was
team to
more.
play defense.
Yeah, I think it was more for defensive purposes than anything.
Then you don't bring in DeJounte, bro. Like DeJounte is a starting point guard, bro. But he's not.
He's a good defensive guard. I think they just got him really to mask Trae Young's weaknesses in terms of defense.
But my thing is doing that, you also hindered DeJounte's strengths.
Yeah, 100%. I agree, 100%. But
you put him in
Trae's still getting hit, so they don't care.
Yeah,
I mean, it's crazy to think. I mean, if we being for real though, like, and honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, like, this is Trae Young led his team to the Eastern Conference Finals one year.
Yeah.
Dolo. I don't know if y'all doing that. I don't know if y'all doing that. Did y'all do that yet?
Nah, he's also not. He's also in a different conference.
The East is still pretty crazy though. That was the year where KD, if his big toe was a little bit bigger, they would have been like, the East is still pretty. I mean, you could argue that the East better than the West right now. You could argue that.
Yeah, you can.
The East is nuts.
Yeah. So, bro, but you know how it goes though, bro. Playoffs is all about matchups. It's who you play. I mean, Memphis.
Yeah, and I mean,
Memphis got tasked with. They played Golden State. They got knocked out by Golden State the year that Golden State won. Did they not?
Yeah, and then what happened when they played Goat? They played Goat Man last year.
Yeah, and then they played. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Goat Man. That boy, what Dylan Brooks said? I poke bears.
So that's
now you in Houston. Now you gone out of there. So poke all the bears you want. And that's another thing too. Who did they add to their team? They added Marcus Smart. Yeah, they didn't have mine. I was like, damn, who they gonna be they defensive guy? They really got Marcus Smart.
D-Rose too, right?
Man, they got D-Rose back in the M.
Yeah, man, Marcus Smart. I'm not a huge fan of him, but I think he's gonna be a good piece, especially if he can ball consistent.
What seed y'all think them boys gonna be? The Grizzlies.
Memphis.
Yeah.
How long Ja out for? Like the exact amount of games?
Yeah, out for like 20 games or something like that. They gave him some light, bro.
No, I know. I mean, they gave my dog.
Who that is? 30 days, 30 nights. Who that is?
You feel me?
I think the Grizzlies will probably finish like 5th.
Yeah,
I
agree.
I can see them being as high as like 3 though, maybe.
I think 1 through 5. I think if everyone's healthy, the highest they finishing is 5th. If everyone in the West healthy, you know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be Nuggets. Yeah. It's gonna be Nuggets, Lakers, Suns, Warriors. Kings might be better than them. I ain't gonna lie to you. Kings probably gonna be better than them.
Talking about everybody healthy. You forgot the Clippers.
I know, but like they never gonna be healthy. I know I said everybody
But
healthy, but they
you
never.
just said, but
Yeah, but they never gonna be. But
I know, but
they
you
never
just
gonna
said
be healthy.
everybody. But
I
you
know,
just
but
said
like even
everybody
if I
healthy.
say that, they just never gonna
Oh,
be
they're
healthy.
the
So
ones that are excluded.
they excluded from this. They never gonna be healthy. So
That's
I didn't even think
crazy.
about them.
That's
Like they never gonna be healthy. I didn't even worry about them. But all right, hypothetically, okay, yes, the Clippers. You want to put them up there?
Yeah.
Clippers. If PG and Kawhi decide to play, I'm surprised they.
Kawhi's not playing a game next year.
Oh, did he? Did he tear his like?
Where's meniscus, bro? He's washed.
God, that boy done.
He's
Wait.
gonna start off. PG gonna
I
start
forgot he
PG
did.
He gonna break his toe, and then he gonna.
Oh,
He did tear his
Kawhi's
meniscus.
injury in the playoffs was meniscus.
Yeah, he did tear his meniscus.
I
I
ain't gonna
completely
lie.
forgot about that.
The Clippers, I think they'll probably have like a most improved player candidate. I think Bones or Terrence Mann.
Terrence Mann. I like Terrence
But
Mann.
PG, Kawhi, I give up.
Yeah. But yeah, man. I mean, we talked about a lot today, man, and this was a great episode. So obviously, I'm gonna try to get my boys back, Julian and Lorenz, man. I appreciate y'all coming on for show. I'm your host, Josh Raphael, and again, my co-host for today, Lorenz and Julian. I appreciate y'all boys.
Appreciate you having me on, gang.